it took Ryan out. Wow, what a fail. Whoa, whoa, what's going on?
Party hardy, Mike.
Wow. Well, this is the Dumbfounded
Dipshits
Dipshits pod.
Watch a movie?
I think I'll... What movie?
The Exorcist 3, it's my favorite movie.
Are you sure it's not Brokeback Mountain?
Broke Skull Mountain. Drill Skull Mountain, actually.
Oh, look, our bot is running
everybody.
today. Happy Halloween. So, there's breaking news right now. It's very fresh.
Very fresh.
And let's see if I can find it.
Does it involve this?
Here's how I first discovered it. I noticed this article. You can't see what it says because I scroll up. Okay.
Oh,
LeBron James reacts to a reported sudden increase in usage of N-word on Twitter after Elon Musk's acquisition.
So this is the chaos that ensues after Elon Musk acquires Twitter, and lets it sink in, which was hilarious. I thought that was funny, him walking in with the sink.
Wow, that was
yeah.
He's the epic troll.
His level, yeah. It's like an autistic level of trolling where it's like he has to ask other people if it's funny. I'm pretty sure before he tweets anything, he's definitely asking like, do normal people think this is funny? Like, I'm pretty sure he does that. So, but I guess all the celebrities are definitely going to jump into this fucking shit show.
Well, so
but
he said
apparently,
that. So after he said that, I had to dig deeper. I'm like, where'd they get this information from? Where could he have gotten this information from? Then I discovered this. Let's see if I can find it now. We'll share this. And then this can no longer be there. Bye-bye. It is, where does this go? Twitter. This. So I found this tweet. Fun fact. Oh no, wrong person. My bad. Fail. Here we go. Someone wrote, I love free speech, and then they wrote, it's from Business Insider. Use of the N-word on Twitter jumped by almost 500%. So then I clicked the article. Where'd it go? There's no link to this.
And what does it bring us to?
So it just says a study says, it basically all links back to this post from this organization.
So that graph, right?
Yes.
That's supposed to show, okay.
So what actually is happening, evidence suggests that bad actors are trying to test the limits on Twitter. Several posts on 4chan encourage users to amplify derogatory slurs. For example, over the last 12 hours, the use of the N-word has increased nearly 500% from the previous
So sort of
average. So
like
they troll.
Derogatory word
Professional trolls.
Yeah. People
It's
are
not,
just coming out of the
has absolutely nothing to do with Elon Musk. But this is the monster social media has created.
Yeah. Or like supposedly it's a wave of trolls that are testing the limits to see if Elon is actually telling the truth when he says that he's a free speech absolutist, right? So like everybody's just coming out just to throw their word of the day in, all the hard K's, all the hard R's, all the hard what have yous, and they're just gonna try to see if they can get kicked off, right? Or banned.
Yep, exactly. They're pushing the limits.
He said that he still says that there's gonna be rules and regulations of conduct and stuff like that. Like you can't get, there's no death threats, right? Like that's going away.
There's still, like I'm watching these people make asinine posts, and they're like, hey, look what Elon did to Twitter. I don't remember posts like this before he was here. I'm like, you're out of your mind. Twitter's always been a cesspool. Twitter's been a cesspool for...
Yeah. 10 years ago, it was like, that's all it was. It was just people just saying crazy shit. Yeah, but I think the only people who get banned are people of notoriety. Like, so you get like, obviously, like the best example would be like Donald Trump getting kicked off, and stuff like that. Like
he was reinstated, right? Was he? Not yet.
No, I don't know yet. This is how I look at it. Like if it's gonna benefit anybody who's been kicked off, then I guess then you would go after, the opportunity to be reinstated on. But he gets enough attention elsewhere anyway. So like, why would he go back on Twitter, regardless if Elon took over or not, and regardless, because it really is just like it's a whole bunch of people just yelling. at each other.
It really
that's
is.
really what it is.
It really is.
Nobody
Here, just
says
look,
anything
quickly.
funny anymore.
Let's just go home. This is our home screen. Well,
Right.
people do say funny things, but it's the perfect
few
place
and far
for a
between.
comedian.
It used to be a place for comedians, though. Like in 2012, 2013, people were saying funny shit, and people who weren't even comedians were just saying hilarious shit. But then if you go back on their tweets, they're getting canceled now for it.
That's
So it's
kinda
half-naked
funny.
people. Well, I hear there's a lot of porn on Twitter. I haven't seen any, really.
Wait, really?
But,
I'm not going to show it, but it's everywhere.
I don't
All you gotta do
really
is
look
search
for
It's
it.
everywhere. Yeah, I never looked for it either, but I found it.
I just do it the traditional way. I go on
What are they
Lobster
protesting?
fucking Pornhub. What aren't they protesting? Where is this outside of? So it's Canada?
It's Canada, so no one cares.
Of
but
course, they protest every 5 minutes in Canada.
not even that, but Justin Trudeau is marching with them. But
What, did
he's
they
the guy
shut
that
down
can
the
make the
Labatt wood
change.
plant?
Isn't that like stupid?
What change?
I don't know.
What change are they making in Canada?
What
You
are
know
they-
what?
what are
Like, I can't really listen to like the protests that go on in a country that has like 1/30th of the population of the United States. Like, you know what I mean, or whatever it is.
So in other
Population
news,
of New York State lives in Canada, so.
in other news, I hear that Kanye West attacked Nancy Pelosi's husband with a hammer. Did I hear the news correctly?
That's a twist.
No, well, that's what I heard. Is that true? Am I wrong? I'm wrong, right?
KKKanye.
Oh, okay.
Well,
He was dropped. He was dropped by like everyone, right? That's what
He
the
was dropped
news-
by everyone. He was dropped by Chase. Chase kicked him out because apparently he says that the Jews run the banks or something like that. So he got fucking kicked out of. He has $140 million in liquid assets I think tied up with Chase.
I have a problem with
JP
this.
Morgan.
I have a problem with this. Getting. I don't.
Well, the
agree
bank
with
is a private
anything.
business, isn't it?
It's
Isn't a
not
bank
though.
a private business?
It's not though. It's not. Do you need a
So-
social security number to set up a bank? Right?
What do you mean? Wait.
To open up a bank account, you need your social
need an
security
SS?
number so they can report everything to the IRS, which is the government agency. So you can't really say it's a private company anymore because it deals with the government on a daily basis. So no, it's not really a private company. So, but my problem is I don't agree with anything Kanye said. I think he's out of his mind. I think anyone who is a
He's off his meds.
forget. No, he's not though. Why is it okay to say he's off his meds, but like what's his name, the other psychopath? What's his name?
Which one?
The film.
I think this is Kanye's
Nick
ebb and
Cannon.
flow, like-
Why is it okay
yeah.
for Kanye, Nick Cannon to say all that Nick Cannon says the same things that Kanye said. Same
This
exact
is the
things.
I know, and I think we said this on the last podcast. Like, this is the difference between the two of them. Nick Cannon is like an idealistic zealot when it comes to a lot of his beliefs. Kanye West does things to get Kanye West attention. So it's like everything is done in a narcissistic fashion with Kanye. Even though I'm not saying Nick Cannon's not a narcissist, what I'm saying is when Kanye feels like he's not getting enough eyes on him, he's like, what's the craziest shit that I could fucking do? Let me go to a basketball game in a complete mask and just like completely just like covered fingertip to head to toe.
That's about Reebok.
You know what I mean? And let me see what I could say to completely get everybody either on my side or off my side. I don't think he realizes who he's getting on his side because he's got like I think there was a college football game where somebody had a banner of like a Yee quote, a Yeezy quote, and Yeezy Yee, Big Baby Yeezus, I don't know what he's calling himself, but Kanye West, and had one of his like
Jesus.
quotes. And he pretty much, like obviously while Mike cooks his crack, said a whole bunch of all that, just a recap, all that anti-Semitic shit that I'm sure you all know about. And people are repeating it in a public forum. And, and I don't, like, he's being condemned by everybody who was, like, a fan of his, you know what I mean?
Not only
like,
was it anti-Semitic, but it was also historically inaccurate. That's the problem with what they believe is it's very
Yeah.
historically inaccurate. It's not.
Well, he's
True.
purposely repeating shit too. I think he's repeating shit that he heard. Like he's not, like you said, like I think you said that last episode that he's like not coming up with most of these ideas on his own.
No, because that's the belief of the Black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah,
You know,
he
Nick
heard it from
Cannon
somebody
and
else say
those
it.
people,
Yeah.
they believe that.
But he's also saying
Excuse
a
me
lot
while
of,
I
like,
come back to reality.
He's also saying a lot of shit that's like, you know, like anti-African American too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he said shit like that in the past that sort of got him fucking flack.
Slavery
You know what I
was
mean?
a choice,
And
didn't you know?
Yeah, and that was like a year or 2 years ago he said that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it just seems like maybe. and this
Maybe he
is
was
sort of a
misunderstood. Maybe he meant slavery was a choice by the people who chose to enslave people, not by the slaves.
Not by the slaves, yeah, well, which is exactly how slavery works. But now this is sort of a little bit of a segue into our next topic of conversation, because I think this is a good segue. Maybe Kanye West is the Manchurian candidate.
It's not Denzel Washington.
No, it's fucking Kanye. Maybe somebody. Well, it was originally, I think, old Blue Eyes Frank Sinatra, the original Manchurian candidate. But then Denzel Washington did it in the remake. But maybe somebody, you know, right before the election overseas in the People's Republic of China, hit the button on Kanye to stir up shit in the United States. Because the thing is, like, what happens is that usually you hear a lot of the shit that comes out of Kanye's mouth from like conservative, well, what most people would believe is a conservative, like, racist white point of view. And it's coming from a black fashion designer / rapper producer. You know what I mean? Which shit like that doesn't usually come out of the mouth of somebody who should be presumably, you know, like on the liberal side of
I guess, but
I think Kanye's the Manchurian candidate, and Kanye, they hit the button. He said all that racist shit on all these podcasts, and from what I understand, there's going to be leaked footage of him saying shit behind the scenes in that Fox News interview with Tucker Carlson that was edited out.
So they're going to release
And then
more
he marches
things.
and then he marches into to Nancy Pelosi's house right after she leaves with her security detail to have sex with Paul Pelosi and then beat the crap out of him with a hammer.
See, that's what I heard. Was that true?
I don't know if any of this is true. I don't know. I think fucking Nancy Pelosi maybe had her fucking husband whacked or tried to have him whacked. Because this is what I don't understand.
All right.
She's
So-
Speaker of the House, right?
Yes.
How the fuck don't you have 24-hour detail on your house, home or not home?
No, forget that for a second. Forget that. They're worth a shitload of money. Why wouldn't you have private security? In general, forget if you're a politician.
Or an alarm or something.
I
Yeah,
don't
or
think,
something
hold
like...
on. First, let me...
Like, there's got to be a camera system or a sensor system or something in their house. I mean, someone's in the house. You know what I mean? He's loaded, right? Paul
Yeah,
Pelosi's
that's
loaded.
what I was gonna.
Okay. I mean, they're loaded together.
Before we
right?
go
They're both
to that,
worth
we're
a lot of
gonna
money.
go here, share screen, share this one, so that, and let's do Paul Pelosi net worth. Now, Twitter is a terrible place to get information on what's going on with this because they're saying that
It's
it was
cesspool of
his gay,
misinformation.
it was his gay lover, and he's worth 114 million. So I don't know what to believe or not to believe.
What was it
So-
that Elon said that got everybody pissed off about the hammer attack?
I gotta find that.
Oh, by
too.
the way, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but Paul Pelosi got attacked with a hammer in his private residence in San Francisco right after, hours after Nancy Pelosi left with her security detail.
So no
her
one was behind
taxpayer
it,
paid
ironically.
security detail. Yeah.
And it wasn't Kanye West, obviously. That is a joke. Just to clarify.
Not surprised it's a Q guy. Just saying that right there.
So the accused Pelosi attacker, David DePape, he spread QAnon and other far-right bigoted conspiracies. I don't know why QAnon is labeled as a far-right conspiracy.
Well, you got like Mark
hold on.
who's like a subscriber to that shit.
Yeah, but it originally revolved around Trump, right?
Yeah.
Trump isn't a real right-wing conservative. He's a fraud. He was a Democrat his entire life until he decided to run in politics.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's more of a delusional conspiracy. It might have a lot of people who are far right in it, but it's basically, anyway.
It's a conspiracy theory group, and what I'm surprised is how a fucking neckbeard broke into the fucking house. You know what I mean? Like you live in San Francisco, and from what I understand, shit is not all right in San Francisco as far as crime goes. And why you would have it to where somebody like this fucking slope could fucking break into your house is far beyond me. I think who's to blame is whoever was in charge for keeping that house secure is to blame for this fucking attack. Because listen, you're a politician, let's just say, Mike, and it's a hot political climate for years. This just didn't happen yesterday. People aren't pissed off at Nancy Pelosi yesterday. They've been having like opposing point of views for the better part of a decade now. She could have been in danger at any point. From what I understand, he was yelling and screaming for her, trying to look for her when he broke in, right? I think that is part of the actual story.
I don't know. I haven't found that.
And then he attacked Paul.
Let's see.
That's what I read right before we went on live. Yeah. How do you not have your house protected if you're already a target? Anybody who's a politician is a target. That's number one. Even on the lower level.
Was intentional, and the police dispatch's intuition and quick thinking resulted in a faster police response. Come on, bullshit. Paul Pelosi was violently attacked by an intruder who broke into the Pelosi's San Francisco home early Friday morning and demanded to see the speaker. So he broke in and demanded to see Pelosi. He said, where's
Do you think they give this guy a lobotomy?
Yes, with the drill.
He looks a little touched. I don't know. I'm just saying. He looks a little special needs.
Based on her experience about the law, she basically figured out there was something more to this incident than what she was being told. Wait, what? He had a fractured skull and serious injuries to his right arm and hands.
Hit him with a fucking hammer. Of course he has a fractured skull. The guy's 82 years old. Think he's going to defend? The guy looks like he's in his 30s.
Based on blah, 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 attack comes... How the attack unfolded, what I wanted to see. Officers arrived at the Pelosi residence at 2:27 a.m. I didn't know this was... Scott said they knocked on the door and the door was opened by someone inside. So someone else opened the door. This story is weird. So not only was the attacker and Paul Pelosi there, someone else was inside. This is why Twitter's talking all this conspiracy nonsense behind it, because they're still unfolding the facts, and they don't know what the facts are. So when the cops arrived, there wasn't. So it could have been like the maid. He's worth 114 million. It could be the cleaning lady.
There's got to be help.
And the cleaning lady is not going to stop an attacker. The cleaning lady is going to hide in the basement. So it could have been the cleaning lady. Officers saw Mr. Pelosi and an adult male, who police have identified as 42-year-old David DePape or whatever, both holding a hammer. So they both had hammers in their hand?
Wait, what?
This story is weird. This is why Twitter... I didn't know all these details, and this is why Twitter was... And this is NPR. This isn't like Fox News.
Yeah, no, I know. That's crazy. Well, okay, so Paul Pelosi had a hammer on him as well? Is that what I'm led to believe? Like, that's what it means both?
It says officers saw Mr. Pelosi and an adult male, who police have identified as the 42-year-old David, both holding a hammer. So were they both holding the same hammer, or are they both holding?
Oh, like he was. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like he was trying to fend him off, so he grabbed the hammer. So they're both holding and they're struggling against it because he had been whacked in the head with the hammer a couple of times. I heard he had hand injuries too.
Yeah.
Like he had to have surgery or some shit
The
on his skull and his
suspect
hands.
who broke into the house using a rear door, pulled the hammer away from Mr. Pelosi and as violently as So he broke in the house and Pelosi had a hammer saying probably get out, and he grabbed the hammer from him and started attacking him with it.
See, that makes sense.
Our
Listen,
officers
the moral
immediately
of the story,
tackled the
Mike.
suspect, disarmed him, took him into custody, and requested emergency backup and rendered medical aid. Adding both the Pape and Pelosi were transported to local hospital for treatment, so they both were hurt. So this guy sucks. He couldn't even fight off an 84-year-old man.
He's a neckbeard, dude. The guy's like, I could do that. The guy played like Call of Duty a couple of times and watched 2 UFC fucking pay-per-views and is like, I could do that. He's like one of those dicks. You know what I mean? That just thinks that he could overpower an 82-year-old man. What an asshole.
Listen.
So,
regardless
does that make
of
him, is he candidate for dipshit of the week? Is this guy dipshit of the week?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's get it. Let's play it.
Let's get the graphic up.
But he is officially. Dipshit of the week for sure.
Dipshit of the week.
Listen. Whether you like the politicians or not, you don't have a right to do that. You're a psychopath. You're a psycho. Do it the right way. The JFK way. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. You vote them out. You vote them out. Okay?
You stop giving them money.
Yes.
Stop giving the money.
Yeah,
you
but
vote them
we don't
out.
know what his intention was. We don't know what his motive was.
You hope they die in office, like, of old age, because that's usually what's going to happen with no term limits. No, I'm just saying, like Strom Thurmond. Everybody had to wait. He was 96 years old. He died. I think he had to leave office right before he died. But
Usual
it was
thoughts days before. What? He published hundreds of blogs in recent months sharing memes in support of fringe commentators and far-right personalities. Many of posts were filled with screeds. What? That's a weird word. Screeds.
What is a screed? Is that like a scrod?
A long speech or piece of writing, typically one regarded
manifesto.
as tedious. Wow.
A manifesto, right?
Filled with screeds against Jews, black people, Democrats, the media, and transgender people.
Oh, see, Manchurian candidate. I'm telling you, him and Kanye, bro. I'm telling you, President Xi Jinping, he hit the button.
Wow.
Where did Adidas make their Yeezy shoes? Where did they make them?
I don't know. Where are... How do you spell Yeezys?
Yeezy? Hey, those things got to be worth crazy money now. That
Yeezys are made in China. Wow. Real Yeezys are made in China, but fake ones are made in Turkey, Korea, Vietnam. Wow. Think about that for a second, people.
What? I'm just saying, there's microchips in those shoes. Look. Talk about some conspiracy theories. Now, all the neckbeards are probably all fucking brainwashed by some fucking Chinese conspiracy, and now
here's the Twitter.
Unprecedented.
Here's the conspiracy theory. Sorry. That he tweeted. Continue, I'll find it. Continue.
Oh, so this is the gay thing, right? Like they say he was having a gay relationship with somebody. Is that what?
I'm looking. Where's the actual tweet?
He definitely pulled it, dude.
No,
he's
it was
the CEO
deleted,
of Twitter.
But...
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Police said only 2 people were at the location, Pelosi and the attacker. So there was no other person who opened the door, apparently, according to this.
How don't you have... Listen, moral of the story, I was about to say this before. You got to go the Joe Rogan route. Just hire your staff, all ex-Navy SEALs. You know what I mean? Give them a job. You know what I mean? Albeit like a real cake, fucking easy ass fucking job, just to watch my house. At least you know you have a fucking professional assassin who's protecting you at all times. Like, if I'm the fucking husband of the Speaker of the House, I'm gonna demand that somebody's there all the fucking time. Like, cause, you know what I mean? In good times and bad, like, it wouldn't matter. Like, you know, even in the most peaceful political climates. Oh yeah, they ousted him. So backstory on this: President Xi Jinping, because this is his third term.
So pause. I don't want to interrupt you. I just wanted to say something. Hold on. Can you hear that?
I can hear. No, I can't. No.
All right, good. So when you told me to name the episode that, and the 3 ping or whatever the fuck, I was confused. I was like, terms? There's terms in China? It's a communist country. What do you mean terms? I thought there was just a leader and then he dies and there's a new leader. And then I look and I go, oh, they pretend they're like, they have a voting system, kind of. Or they pretend they have
A lot
one.
of countries do. Yeah, a lot of countries have a constitution. But it's, you know,
I had no idea.
I'm loosely saying, I don't have a second functional arm, so I'm trying to do quotes with one arm. Here, let's see if this works. A constitution.
Wow. Is that a freshly cut gay man?
How could you tell this is a man's hand?
How do I know if it's gay or not?
Well, if it goes with the motif, then with
that was the
Dahmer,
point. That was the point. So that wasn't like a homophobic comment. That was like a factual comment that if he's Jeffrey Dahmer and he has a hand, most likely it's not a straight person's hand.
I just wanted him to stay with me.
Oh God.
I didn't want him to leave.
You know what's funny? Like I didn't watch the movie, but I've read many books about him and studied serial killers when I was writing a movie about a serial killer, and that's what it was. His mental thing was that he didn't want them to leave and he didn't want them to say no.
I remember this all unfolding as a child. I was born, you know, with enough time to be aware of what was going on at the time when he got arrested in 91, when he got killed in 94. Because in 94, a lot of shit happened. Kurt Cobain died, Jeffrey Dahmer got fucking beat to death in jail, and O.J. Simpson fucking went on that car chase that stopped all my fucking cartoons in the afternoon. That was epic. But yes, they have a constitution in China that gives term limits to presidents, and he sort of changed the rule and ran for a third term and won again. And the former president of China was, I think, escorted out of some sort of a house meeting or something like that. And nobody knows where he is because you know what happens in China. What was that dude's name? That billionaire, the billionaire who disappeared for a little while but then came back. The Alibaba. The CEO of Alibaba or the owner of Alibaba. That guy got fucking, you know, like silenced real quick. They fucking put him somewhere. Jack Ma. Yeah, Jack Ma got disappeared. Look at the forehead on that motherfucker. Though. Yeah, but he came back.
He talked shit about the Chinese government. They made him disappear, and he came back and said they are the greatest government in the world.
And that tennis star, right? There was a tennis star. She got disappeared too, and then she came back.
I don't think she ever came back.
I don't know what rape. Yeah, she came back and she said, "I don't know what rape you're talking about." She was like, "Rape? What rape?" She had rape allegations from a Chinese official, and then she was like, "Rape? What rape?" Like 6 months later. This is pretty like status quo, I think, in China, is that people just like sort of go missing for a little bit. They get re-educated. And then let back into the fold. Bingo. I mean, hey, look.
Wait, what was her name? I want to see when she apologizes.
Yeah, I think she did say she was sorry, and then obviously that whole John Cena thing that happened 2 years ago, where John Cena in Mandarin apologized to the.
It says she did not accuse anyone of sexual assault. She never accused anyone. Someone else spoke for her.
But I'm sure she denied it after all that. After she disappeared.
That's what I'm saying. She denied it.
Yeah. And John Cena said, "I'm sorry. Taiwan does not exist." You know, in short, I guess, like, you know.
It's so easy to find it.
He's actually really good. Talking about Manchurian Candidate, he speaks like perfect Mandarin, John Cena. Well,
of course he does.
What am I supposed to know? I don't know what perfect Mandarin sounds like, really. You could be, you know, talking gibberish, and I would think it's perfect Mandarin, but
at least you know. What? Why do I care about John Cena's credit score?
John Cena has touched off an international controversy.
Cena apologized to
still
people
funny.
in China after calling Taiwan a country during a promotional interview with a Taiwanese broadcaster.
Taiwan is a country. I mean, it's an independent country. John Cena is not alone in Hollywood in towing that line.
By the way, Roger Waters kind of put into perspective more for me about the whole thing with China and Taiwan. And like, there's way more fuckery than what's being told regarding that country and China. And for all intents and purposes, that is a part of China originally.
yeah, originally it was, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was
never annexed or anything.
It was
like
never
that, right?
officially annexed. It was
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
an independent country.
Right.
So like, if China did try to take back what's theirs, and we get involved as a country, America's involved, that I think we're wrong, unfortunately.
I think even if it was like, you know, like on the level of like what Russia's doing to the Ukraine, I don't want to say who cares, right? Because I don't mean to be callous, but like what is it our business? Like, I mean, we had a lot of stuff that was made in Taiwan years ago, right? We had a lot of business with Taiwan. I think Taiwan at some point wanted to go like some sort of independent route, but they still had ties with China. From what I understand, Taiwan was still friendly with China up until recently, within the last decade. And I think that whole, like, when they talked about seceding, because there wasn't any real talk about being completely independent. They've had their own flag, but like it was like a state flag, like not like a sovereign nation flag. You know what I mean? Like that they were still like some sort of like, you know, like an island territory of China. You know, because technically China isn't really 100% communist. There's a lot of capitalism going on in China. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of rich people in China. You know what I mean? Yeah, we should definitely talk about that.
Because, like we used to do, like watch a video on it and give reactions, like we used to do, like history of the word cunt.
History of the word cunt was a good episode, man. I like that one. That one was good.
Yeah, it was a lot of
yeah, we
cunnery.
should definitely delve into that. Because a lot of people don't know what the fuck is going on with that. And everybody's like, well, are we going to go to war with China if they invade Taiwan? It's like, do we have any business even fucking, like, going there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're already sort of like, there. We are in a proxy war with Russia right now as far as it goes with Ukraine, because we're giving Ukraine weapons. And it's like we're pretty much handing the gun to Ukraine to go and shoot at Russians. So it's like we are involved. There will probably never be ground troops in Russia and in the Ukraine. We'll probably never really give them air support, you know. We will keep giving them weapons, but we've been doing that historically since World War II. We've been giving country weapons for forever. Korea, but we had a ground war in Korea, and we helped the South Koreans. Vietnam, we did that too. But there's been plenty of other countries that we gave air, like Bosnia. There were no ground troops. Like there was no real ground invasion.
Syria,
in
Bosnia.
Yeah, we had
Africa.
airplanes. Yeah, we had airplanes going over. The only time we had troops on the ground in Africa was in Somalia, but that was by accident. You know, aside from the Middle East,
Black Hawk Down, you mean?
yeah, and East Asia, like we really haven't had any sort of ground troops down anywhere else in the world that we had military involvement. I don't know, man. I don't think we should fucking. I think we should mind our own business as far as that goes. You know what I mean?
I don't think we should bow down to
is trying
China and
fuck with us.
apologize to them for stupid things like
I
calling
don't
Taiwan
either.
a country or whatever. However, I also don't think we should get involved in their business.
Can I just say this?
Hold on, I want to
If
hear
the
this.
Chinese
John
government,
Cena.
if the Chinese government calls Alaska a sovereign nation,
Then we got beef.
no, but I don't fucking care.
Oh, I
I
thought you
know
meant
it's
like
part of the
I
United
heard
States.
I heard you wrong. I thought you meant like they claimed it was theirs. I'm like, then we got beef.
No. What if they said like, no, Alaska, and the great country of Alaska? Do you think we're gonna have fucking Jackie Chan apologizing to us?
No, and neither would
fucking
Alaska.
way.
Alaska would be like, actually, you're wrong. We're kind of with
You're
them.
wrong.
We're with
We're
those
kind
guys.
of with them. Exactly. You know what I mean? I don't even think Taiwan, asked the fucking the United States to fucking intervene. We're, just trying to do that. Well,
I think
did.
I honestly think they're like, hey guys, you're gonna help us, right? Because like we're really small, and everything we have here is here because of what you guys did for us. So can you help us?
Yeah,
Please.
but they don't have resources, right? They don't have anything we could exploit, right?
Not really. No.
So why are we gonna even bomb it?
Because they're our only homies in that area, aren't they? No, they're not. Japan.
No, Korea, Japan, the Philippines. You know what I mean? There's a lot of American businessmen get fucking, like STDs in Thailand and shit. So
Wow.
like there's many a relation in fucking Asia. You know what I mean?
So let's hear him speak Chinese.
He's not alone in Hollywood in towing that line.
我必须说，现在就是很
I want to know what han means.
Very, 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 very.
Oh,
In towing that line.
我必须说，现在就是很
and by the way, in our background, the Chinese letters, it says dumbfounded dipshits.
Nice.
很重要。我爱更尊重中国跟中国人。
A Late Show has acquired the full apology.
你好，中国，就是叫西呢。我做很多采访，很多。所以在一个采访，我有一个错误。
Wow, I don't remember how
所有
deep
人
this was.
我
It's like
我可以
Zootopia.
用中文，速度激情中文给我，所以很多采访，很多我有一个错误，我必须说，现在就是很重要。我爱更尊重
Oh
中
no
国
shit.
跟
Now they
中国
changed
人
it. That's not actually what it said.
中国跟中国人，不好意思，再见。
It's a late show with
Oh,
Stephen.
we just got trolled.
Yeah, that was a troll. But listen,
I was like, what?
like, I don't know. Check it. Like, if John Cena wants to, be sucking fucking China dick, whatever, man. I mean, it's all business. It's the same thing with LeBron James. It's all fucking business. None of them really care. They just care to line their pockets, and that's who's paying them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
WWE's big out there. Hollywood's big out there. NBA's big out there. So obviously those motherfuckers are all gonna fucking jump on that bandwagon. From certain angles, I really look like Jeffrey Dahmer.
No, you do. It's kind of creepy. More like
I gotta do this, though.
Bill Burr, Jeffrey Dahmer, you know?
I'm Jeffrey Dahmer after he got arrested for fucking jerking off at the Wisconsin State Fair.
You said that.
Because I got the mustache. I did. I said that before.
Yes.
Did I say that on the air? I'm not sure.
Yes. No, I don't know. That's actually a good question. I'm not sure.
It's a good question.
Well, so on the brighter side of things, we're going to do some reaction videos on some other things that I found on the internet.
Let's see.
Do you like steak? Are you a big steak guy?
I'm a fucking big steak guy. I love steak. I eat meat. I eat a
Can
lot
you
of
hear
meat.
this? Can you hear it?
No,
You don't hear the audio?
I don't hear the audio. No,
That's
I
not
just see
good.
ketchup all over a fucking steak. What is this guy doing?
Hold on.
Fuck, you don't need anything but salt and
Stop,
pepper on a
stop,
fucking steak.
stop. We'll get there. We'll get there. I agree with you, but we'll get there. I hate that's not showing us the video. Now you should be able to hear it. Okay. Sorry about that.
The first thing to do is
You
to
hear
put a
it.
nice layer of ketchup right on the bottom, and then immediately place my steak right on top.
There's nothing
As you
wrong with
know,
that.
it is very sweet. That's
would
because the
never do
sugar
this.
content is a lot higher. So I'm a little bit worried about this one, how it's gonna taste with some steaks. So after covering the whole steak with it, it was now ready to be baked. But not until we
Perfectly
prepare the
good
next
steak.
steak. And everything starts off by layering a nice coat of mayo right on the bottom. After placing the steak right on top, I immediately started to cover it up. Now mayo is extremely different than ketchup. The number one ingredient is oil. The second one is eggs. You know that's a good combination for steaks. So I really have high hopes for this one. Once everything was fully covered, it
Would you eat that?
I mean, listen, I've eaten a lot of weird shit. I would try it. Would I do that myself? Would I think to do that? No. No, I
He's
just
now
like
ready
I
to
usually
be-
just like some kosher sea salt and fucking some crushed black pepper, and I
Like the
either
ketchup
grill
one?
it or broil it.
The ketchup one didn't bother me because when you make meatloaf, you put ketchup on top, and when it gets cooked,
Yeah,
it
but
gets a
not a
different
good
flavor.
cut
It's
like
good.
that.
I know,
Yeah,
but it tastes
perfectly
good
cut
though.
steak.
So I
Yeah.
get it, but at least it'll transform to almost like a barbecue-y taste. The mayo kind of creeps me out a little.
Yeah, it's weird. That's a lot
baked
of
as well.
fucking mayo.
For our
bro.
final
Yes.
experiment, we're gonna be using
I love mustard, but I don't know how I feel about
yellow
that.
mustard. After
How much mustard is this
placing a
guy
good
using?
amount on the bottom, I immediately
Ew.
placed my steak right on top. Now this is not a very popular condiment for everyone,
Yeah.
but I love mustard. So I have high hopes for this one, because once I was done covering the whole thing with it, my steaks are now ready to go into the oven. Talking about that, I'm gonna be using a method that it's called reverse searing. First, I set my oven to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, then immediately placed all of the steaks in there and let them bake. I'm looking for an internal temperature of 125 degrees Fahrenheit, because once the internal temperature of 125 was reached, I took them out and look. Notice the mayo in the middle. It's lightly golden brown, and the mustard in the other hand started cracking. That was unexpected. So I went ahead and started by scooping out the ketchup steak. And look how nicely and clean it comes off. I mean,
That does not look like an appetizing steak right now.
No,
It does not.
not
It
now.
does not look like an appetizing
But he's got to
steak
do
right
something
now.
else to it. This guy's throwing it on a hot frying pan.
Yeah, I think so.
that actually surprised me.
Definitely.
And if you love the smell of ketchup, you will love this. So after cleaning everything up, the steak was now ready. Now the next one was the mustard, and take a look at this one. Oh boy, this one is nice and dirty, full of mustard. But the important thing is how is it going to taste? Well, we'll be finding out real shortly, as now it was time to remove the mayo. I mean, take a look at
mayo.
this. The mayo 100%
mayo.
became solid.
Oh,
What do you guys think?
ah.
Is this one gonna turn out good?
That looks
Well, I have
disgusting.
no idea, but
Do you think it looks good?
No, none of it looks good. It looks gross.
You think Jeffrey Dahmer would prep people this way?
This looks like something he would have given his neighbor in a meat sandwich, which is apparently what he used to do. Is give
Listen.
people fucking food.
Listen, I never would accept meat from someone unless it's in like a grocery like packaging. Never.
I mean, what if you had a nice neighbor who lived next to you who was making like a pulled pork and it smelled good, or they were grilling in the backyard or something like that? What's up, dude?
I don't know. Listen. I have a neighbor, and he works at worked at a restaurant, and he would take the meat from the restaurant and bring it home to me, but it'd be in a bag, like a shopping bag, and I would say
Yeah.
thank you. I would appreciate it very much, and take the bag of meat from him and walk away, and then it goes directly into my garbage can.
I mean, I used to have friends who worked at McDonald's who would fucking show up at somebody's apartment, and everybody would be fucking stoned as fuck, and just a sack of fucking McDonald's, and everybody would eat off that shit.
Well, that's different.
And that
'cause
was McDonald's, probably
made
the
at
worst thing that you
McDonald's,
could fucking eat.
but it was
Yeah.
at least made at McDonald's, you know.
Yeah, but you have professional cooks making that food, though. No?
All right, let's go back to his Jeffrey Dahmer recipes. Mayo.
But I'll tell you one thing, I am excited to find out.
Hey, Jimmy
because after I
Fresh, thanks
clean
for
them
stopping
up,
by.
take a look. We got ketchup, mayo, and mustard. And surprisingly, they all feel perfect. Remember, they are fully cooked
That looks
already.
disgusting.
The only thing that is missing
That
is
looks
seasoning
disgusting.
and a sear. I chose to go with salt, freshly ground black pepper, and
a lot of
garlic
salt.
powder. So now that they were ready, the only thing left to do was to go ahead and put a sear. For that, I'll be direct sealing them on charcoal. Because now I say, it is enough talking, and it is time to sear these beautiful steaks. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you heard that?
Do it.
Have 3 steaks. You guys can tell that is an experiment.
Unfortunately.
I want you to be
Those steaks
100%
were cooked,
honest
but
because
they're
I'm
cooked
actually
very
curious
well.
to find out how good or bad this is. Sounds
Those-
good?
we're watching
Alright, we're
video
gonna go
steaks,
this
we watch
direction.
people
Again,
react.
please.
We're reacting
Perfect
to
medium
video.
rare.
You
Reverse
watch.
sear is
Can't
the
talk
way to
about
cook
this.
steaks if you are doing it for the first
Very
time
good.
or if you're doing an insane experiment like this one.
I can tell it's pretty insane because
Like, look at that pink. That's a nice steak.
Well,
That's a nice
Yeah.
cooked steak.
After he took all the garbage off of it, like
He still
just-
he seared it with the flavoring. He cooked it in the flavoring so the flavoring gets absorbed into the meat.
It's like
And
a
now he-
marinade.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
seared it.
I smell this steak.
Smells
and
sweet.
This steak does not smell normal.
Why do you make a sweet steak?
Okay, enough talking. Let's give this a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh my god, that's so good.
It's good. But it's sweet.
It's almost like a deep sweetness that complements well with the savoriness of a steak. I think it blends really well together, and it's
So
overall
they
a
don't
really
know.
good steak.
That is pretty damn good. That's not a bad steak.
That's definitely not a control.
No.
I'll say that.
Let's go for the second one. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, dig in. Please let me know.
This one smells like a normal steak, but there's something extra here.
That smells
Yeah, this
amazing.
is really good.
Enough talking. Let's give this a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
So, quick question. You think Jeffrey Dahmer would eat the guy in the middle?
No. Jeffrey Dahmer liked them lean. He liked them like you, Mike. Like 100, 150 pounds. You know what I mean? You know?
Oh
That guy-
my.
That one is
Fatty
a lot more
potato.
flavorful.
That is amazing. I can't believe I'm saying that.
That is fan-tastic right there.
No cursing, Leo. But you're right.
That is a great steak.
That one has a more beefy flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's more bold than the first one we had.
Yeah.
And I say that knowing that the other one.
Their reaction makes me want to try the
But
middle
it's
steak.
so rich. That's the
And it
part
looked
that I really like
disgusting,
about the
but
steak
their
the most.
reaction
It almost tastes
maybe-
like
and
kind
it
of like
looks
a
good.
compound butter was added
Now
to it or
the
something.
mustard
That's
steak,
what I
that
would
one
describe
was
the
like
richness that you get from it.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about
Yeah.
the mustard one.
The crust of the steak is slightly more creamy to me. It gives a wonderful mouthfeel in the end, even after you swallow
Yep.
the steak.
This one's number one right now so far.
Is he
Yeah,
talking
I
about
agree.
swallowing steak? What's he talking about swallowing? Let's be real here, guys.
He's swallowing that mayo, bro. I don't know.
100%.
Let's try some of this.
Guys, whatever.
No, that's bad.
Chaka,
That
chaka.
means chaka chaka means something else in Brazil, at least.
Man, this is a good video right here, guys.
Okay, let's give it a go to the final steak. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right, dig in. Nice and tender, perfectly medium rare, just like the other ones.
Ooh, this
What
one
happened?
smells different.
The smell made me think that I was right about what I was thinking on the first one.
Uh-oh. Before they figure it out, let's give it a go.
I think I figured it out already.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yeah. I like that one a lot.
Hits you right in the face with what it is.
What is it?
Mustard.
Yeah.
Mustard.
I
This
don't know
one's
how.
ketchup. I don't know what the other one
Yeah.
is.
Ketchup, mayo, mustard.
Wow.
I baked it like reverse sear method, completely covered with it. Once it reached the internal temperature of 125, I took it out, and then we finished it off on the grill.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Hey, no. I disagree with Angel. Guga, keep doing what you're doing. Because this
What
is a
the hell?
fantastic experiment.
It's not my idea, first of all. I gotta give credit where credit is due. It's your idea. You guys asked for this to happen, and usually you guys have some crazy experiments that turn out fantastic. This is one of them.
Did you just see somebody pour baking soda on a fucking steak?
Is that what that was?
That last clip, that real fast one, that wasn't salt. That was baking soda. Anyway, next video. I might try that. I'm not gonna lie. I might try, like one of them. If they say that mayo shit was that good, I might try that.
Yeah, it sounded good. It sounded good.
Look fucking gross as fuck, though. Gross as fuck.
This video, I found this guy. On Facebook, and at first I was making fun of him because, you know, I mean, I do it from my heart. He sounds like a babbling. I don't want to be mean, but like, you know, you could judge an accent, and he's from the South. He's from Louisiana, so I judged him based on his accent, which made me laugh and made me giggle. But he's awesome. He's fucking incredible, this guy. So I keep pressing the wrong button.
Well, Michael, not everybody could sound like they're from Milwaukee. You know, like Jeffrey Dahmer.
that was a good one. That was a good one. So you ready? So,
yeah.
This guy's incredible, and I didn't realize. I'm just gonna spoil it right now. If you pay attention to this shot, what's going on? He's holding a giant pan lid, and this guy is driving the ball in a golf course.
A golf? Okay.
So he's about to drive the ball, and this guy has a giant pan lid.
He's trying to block it? Is that what
No, listen.
Didn't even phase him.
You heard it? You heard what he did? You heard what he did?
Yeah,
Epic.
he clanged it,
And he goes,
the guy fucked up his shot?
And he goes right into his video. Doesn't even give a fuck. Goes right into his video. Listen, this guy's the man. You ready?
I'm looking here, dude. Check that out. Check that out. I got you.
Yeah, you got this in his accent. This guy's the man.
Come looking here, dude. Check that out. Check that out. I got you again. They ain't nutskin up in there. We out here, Odessa, Midland, Texas. 1888 industrial service, giving back to the children, giving back to the community. Whack and hack golf tournament. I can't wait to mess with these old goofers out here.
I can't wait
He
to
sounds
mess
like
with
he's
these.
from Louisiana.
He is from Louisiana. Yeah, I can't
right.
wait to mess with these young goofers out here. Instead of golfers, goofers.
If I make that gumbo money, dude, let's get it.
Looks like a
Start that gumbo off, dude. Ground down that beautiful sausage. Come in here, let's.
I love gumbo, by the way. I love gumbo, but it's so fun.
Look at that sizzle.
So, just want to let you guys know, whoever's out there in the world watching this video, probably no one besides Jimmy, if you're even still here. This is real cooking right here. This is real cooking.
Oh, we got plenty more sausage, dude. I bet y'all were thinking that ain't enough for 500 people. More sausage. Don't throw nothing on the golf course. Get that out of here. Let's get it. Look at here. Look at here. Come in here, cook. See if they can smell that. We're gonna render that down. This is where that flavor starts in that gumbo. It's gonna be money, dude. Y'all check out how much we sweated down that beautiful sausage. Come up in here and look. That's what we're gonna make that roux out of. All that flavor. We're about to pull that sausage and make that roux, dude. Make that money. You remember Adapt and Overcome? I said, look, get me something to scoop that sausage, dude. Look what they gave me. A freaking fish net. But we're gonna make it work, dude.
I mean, you need it, dude. That's a lot of fucking sausage, dude.
Yeah, this shit looks so good. I was joking, Jimmy, I know. It says 0 people watching, but it's always an error.
How do you get like a that has to be custom made, that wok. That can't just be like
That, I don't know, man, but that thing's incredible. Well, he has a bunch of videos where he's cooking like for 500 people for different charities and stuff.
All right.
And all his recipes look incredible.
He couldn't make the flight, but I brought old candy corn right here. Dude look like a traffic cone. Check that.
You heard him?
He said he looked like a traffic cone.
Yeah.
Hey,
called him candy corn.
Internship. Internship. We got all that grind, dude, left over from that smoked sausage. Let's make that roux. A little flour. We're gonna brown that.
So usually, I don't know if you know this, but when you do that, you make it with like oil. But he took the oil from the sausage, which is that's kind of fucking cool.
You could do pork fat. I've seen pork fat roux before too. Bacon fat roux.
Yeah.
This gumbo gonna be
Human
flavored
fat roux.
off the chain.
Only for Dahmer. I hear humans taste like bacon.
I heard pork.
Like pork, yeah.
Yeah, Dahmer said that certain cuts would taste like filet mignon. That's what he said. From his own words.
Scrape them sides. Get all that goodness. It's gonna be saucy ball, dude. You had that roux like we like it. Hit it with that Holy Trinity. Got them bell peppers, dude. Get that out of
You know what the Holy Trinity
Got
is?
that celery.
Onion, peppers, celery.
Yeah.
Don't forget them onions, dude.
This looks so good.
Come up in here, look at this. Got that roux doing that roux. About
That voodoo.
Look at that. Listen to that.
Wait, is he gonna throw okra in this or no?
No, I don't think so.
We got them onions sweating down. Let's hit it with that yard pimp, dude. Copious amounts of yard pimp. That's boneless, skinless thighs for that flavor.
Yard pimp.
Stir that right. Come in here, look at this. Mix that with that Holy Trinity. It's gonna brown that down.
Chicken, right?
Oh, this gonna be lit, dude. I bet you thought that was all that chicken there. Cool, y'all check this out. Nope. More yard. Oh, drop the whole pan. Ooh. I told you this was for 500 people. Damn. Oh, the workout has begun.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, right?
That's a lot of fucking food, dude.
Yeah.
I need to hydrate. I done broke up a sweat. While we wait for that to brown down.
I didn't even realize there's a beer in his pocket.
We got that
It's
browning
right there.
down.
He looks like the kind of guy that would have like a beer
Cayenne,
in
Perry,
each pocket.
pepper exchange for the win. Ooh, a lot of that shit. Let's not forget about Mary Burton, the Fireshire W sauce. One dude said, wash your sister's sauce. Get that out of there, dude. And we're gonna have a copious amount of that old two-step, dude.
What's two-step?
It gotta be a brown of like random ball seasoning or something.
Stir that around.
I'm gonna get that two-step seasoning.
We on a golf course, donating to the kids in town.
When does he throw the sausage back in?
But I show it.
Oh, it's Cajun seasoning.
Hey, no people. We're gonna hit that with that homemade yard pimp juice. We made that in the hotel last night, dude.
What?
Give it here. Oh, gumbo is alive.
What did we just pour in there? Toilet water?
4 more buckets of yard pimp juice. That gumbo is gonna be money.
Yo, this shit looks like the vat that
Hours
fucking
in,
Jeffrey
this is
Dahmer used to
smothering
dissolve
down.
everybody's fucking
Hit it
body
with that
parts.
beautiful smoked ham hocks. Look how beautiful.
Smoked
That's gonna give
ham.
it that smoky flavor. Look at that right there, dude. Put that in there.
Wow.
Time to add that sausage.
There's your sausage.
Look at that thing bubbling and doubling. Add that beautiful smoked sausage right back to that. Just like that. Get up in there. Get up in there.
Wow.
Ain't nothing like raising money for the local kids at a charity golf tournament. Look how thick this is. Oh yeah, we got to hit it with that water, dude. Some more chicken stock. The flavor in this is gonna be unfreaking real.
Yo, it legit looks like something you'd find in Jeffrey Dahmer's fucking apartment.
It'd be that big?
Did you see the vats that they were taking out?
Yeah.
If you look at the archive footage, dude, they were
About 4 hours in, dude. Look at
55 gallon fucking
4
massive
hours
vats.
in on this masterpiece.
And I'm sure after
Gumbo.
about a week of dissolving
Look at
inside,
that.
that's
That
what
chicken
that
is
shit looked like.
tender. Ooh, look at that big ham hock, giving that smoke flavor. Look how pretty that is. About another hour and a half. Put that on that rice, dude.
Wow. Look, he's
But
good.
we don't have to wait that long, do we?
Let's fix that little plate of gumbo, dude. Check that out. Look how pretty that is. Get some of that juice. It's loose in there. The only thing we got left to do
Not
is
gonna
put that
lie,
gumbo
dude.
on
I'm
a
sort of
cracker.
hungry right now.
Yeah, that just made me very hungry. I was like just watching this dude make food. Oof.
Are we gonna watch anything that's gonna make me want to fucking throw up so I don't have to eat anything after the fucking podcast?
No, that was the last video. So we have to go eat food now.
I can't eat before I go to sleep.
I know, I can't either, but I'm hungry now. Jesus Christ. That dude made me really hungry.
Fuck yeah.
Right? Right?
Hell yeah.
That shit look good. Well, thanks for watching the Dumbfounded Dishes podcast. We're live Wednesdays at 9:10 p.m. Today's Sunday though, because we missed Wednesday. So if you don't see us on a Wednesday, it's probably gonna be a Sunday.
Makeup day.
Sunday's a makeup day. Ryan Murphy, he's Jeffrey Dahmer, and he really does kind of look like
Happy
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Halloween.
And
hey, listen, they discontinued these fucking guys, so I was last minute I was able to get the fucking wig get up before they fucking discontinued it. Because apparently Simone Biles says that this is offensive. I don't know what a gymnast, has to do with
I am seriously
what people should be wearing
exhausted.
for Halloween.
Also, I've been smoking, That's what happens. And I have to get up in 3 hours.
So, dipshits, try not to eat any fucking candy from strangers, because it may have the good drugs in it. Apparently. This fentanyl looks like Skittles nowadays, but I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, come on. That's like one of those conspiracy theories.
Who's gonna waste the good drugs on some fucking 8-year-olds?
Well, no, the thing is that they're hiding it in that so they won't get caught with it. But if they drop it, a kid might see it and pick it up and eat it.
Right.
But please watch your fucking children. They shouldn't be picking up candy off the floor and eating it. I get it. It might happen, but you have to watch it.
Be good parents. Inspect your children's candy before you get high on it.
Have a good day, everyone. Thanks for watching. Check
Later,
us out. Like,
dipshits.
subscribe. Wednesdays, 9:10. This week we'll be talking about some sort of